I'm Adam Station.
Jamie Stations.
And we are the Stations, and we just kickstarted an infinity of ships, which is a modular toolkit for creating far future spaceships. Wild and wondrous and diverse, any kind of spaceship you can imagine for any type of table, any type of game system. We're working with this illustrator, Rob Turpin, aka this Northern Boy, who did all of the illustrations here. And this one's my favorite. I don't know if you could zoom in on this.
I can.
I asked Rob to do a swarm ship, and he made this ship that flies in formation but then breaks apart into all these little ships. We call this one We Come in Pieces.
Feels like a cheat code. Everyone else got one ship.
You get a billion ships. And that's one of the dozens of ships that will be in the book, kind of described with interesting technology, AIs, the music playing on the ship.
The societies and cultures that birth the ships, so it's not just the ships, it's the entire alien cultures that make them happen and give it all the kind of flavor you need at your table.
And this is all totally system agnostic, right?
System agnostic through and through.
What were some of the challenges of being able to write all this stuff up to be used in any system that could be out there?
I mean, the main challenge was really resisting the urge to do a system because so many sci-fi systems that deal with spaceships have really detailed systems, and even the ones that aren't super detailed have their own nomenclature and their own language. And we knew that if we started dipping our toes into it, we were like in for a penny, in for a pound, right?
Yeah, and we like the kind of players that are able to be that flexible and improv around their games, but we know there's a whole realm of players that want a system, right? Like we can't cut off that half the players out there want a system. So our next step is to work with people in those communities to build out content to show them how to easily translate this kind of creativity into a system like a Mothership or a Spelljammer or a Traveler. We have little flavors of those games throughout the material, but our next step is going to be to really show them how that's done.
That's awesome. This is coming out to backers.
July or August, the physical will ship, but every physical pledge comes with a digital pack, which is the PDF, but as well, all of the ship illustrations will be in high-resolution VTT-ready image files that people can take, blow up, put on their pages, put on whatever system they're using to run games online. Also, we'll have them in black and white, so you can color them with your own color palettes.
You got to have your own colors.
Absolutely.
And how long after backers do you think this will be available digitally and physically for other folks?
Yeah, so the backer kit, so physically probably July or August is when we'll be...
So you're on backer kit for folks who want to jump on this bandwagon?
Yep. So
pre-orders are open for pretty much everything that was in the Kickstarter, and as we continue to develop content, we're going to keep on treating our backers right, getting that digital content to them, and then out to the pre-orders as well. We don't have a schedule yet for the digital content, but we know all of it's going to be done and shipped by August physically, so you can kind of guess out a couple months before that.
Let me zoom in on one of those QR codes that's got all the information, right? I can follow the code.
That's right.
Absolutely.
All right, let me zoom in. Which one? I'll zoom in and back on the... We'll go back on the... There we go. So check out the QR code, Infinity of Ships. Like I told these guys the other day, I wish I'd had this when I was in my long-running campaign when all we were doing was building ships and technology. This would have saved us a lot of heartache. So if you need ships, this is where to get them. And I really, the playbook thing, or I don't know, whatever you're calling it, this is really interesting. Do you have any systems in mind for your first batch of those?
I think our first zine is going to be a Mothership zine, right? We're gonna the idea right now, and we haven't spec'd it out, but we're hoping to have like small zines, 8, 12-page zines that takes a creator that you know from the Mothership community and has them use this and make a little adventure, a ship, the crew, and then you can see exactly how it's done.
That's awesome. Well, I want to thank you twice, because I tried this once before at audio difficulties. This is number 2. And on the Sunday, so I know everyone's burnt out. You guys had a good PAX.
Oh,
it's
fantastic.
Amazing. We've had such a good time meeting the backers, folks coming up and just talking to us about...
You got a lot of these left. Are people not taking these? Because I feel like I would have just...
We printed a lot of them.
We printed a lot. Yeah, we printed an infinity.
Because you laminated them, and they're so good. I feel like I could just take one of each and make my little armada.
Gotta catch them all.
Gotta like
in
Pokemon.
Space. Yeah.
In space. Awesome. Well, thanks so much, guys, again.
Thank you so much.
Likewise.